We're turning this old rusty, dusty carbon hood with cracks and splinters and chips and fadage. Now we're making it look better than ever. The day is here, the hood is gone, it's time to fix some carbon fiber. Today we're going to sand, get things ready, do some epoxying, do some sanding, do some more epoxying, more sanding, more sanding, more sanding, more sanding, fixing, sanding, epoxy, fixing, sanding, epoxy. I think you get the drift. Hood is off. Hood is over there on a box. We'll start to take away the lumps out of the carbon fiber clear coat and the hood so we can fill it, straighten things out, make it look better. Where things have settled and flexed over time and made it not so good. Just some little spots, some little damages. So here is where I've tested it. I already started to smooth this out. So all these have a raised kind of bump. And I'm going to sand them all down, make a little valley, and fill it with epoxy. And then we'll come back and sand again. Alright guys, got some sanding done. Let's check it out. Got the heavy stuff done. So as you can see, the cracks are in the center of these lines where I took it out a little bit so I can fill it back with epoxy and then resand it flat. So there was quite a bit. You can see all the kind of defective areas. Alright, we're making good progress. You can see some of the shinier spots where I haven't sanded enough. I'll hit those again. These little sections where the clear coat was peeling, I'll sand those a bit more before I put epoxy down. And these sections, and right here the clear coat is coming off pretty good right here. So I'm going to sand that all down, get the clear coat off of it. We'll go from there. Alright, got some acetone, got some rags. Gotta clean this off really well. Get off all the gunk. This APX composite epoxy. Fast starting it, it's 2-to-1 ratio. I want to put it into this cup. Stir it with some sticks. Have a squeegee to flatten it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to weigh it. Just do 2-to-1 ratio, stir, mix, and apply it to the cracks and let it set overnight. Okay, resin is in the cracks, leveling out what I sanded out across the whole hood. There's some heavy spots, so I'll definitely have to come back and sand heavy. It was kind of hard to work with. I mixed a little bit at a time, but it was like setting up super fast and getting really hot. So I just had to hurry up and get it done, even though it may be a little messy. We'll have to just do some extra sanding. Alright guys, it's the next day. Let's take a look at the epoxy. As you can see, they tell you to tape it off. I did not, because I'm going to sand it all. And I'm going to sand it, see if I have any more low spots. Right here I did a little hand sanding. You kind of see it's still higher where there's this low spot right here where I done it. So I'm gonna sand it all down, get the edge off, check the level, see if it's good. If not, we'll fill a little bit more in there for the crack. And then we'll do another sand. And then once everything looks good and it looks level, we'll get all these edges where the clear coat was coming off so we can re-clear it with some UV protectant paint. Alright, I've been sanding. So there's a few spots with some little holes. I'm taping them off to do a very much controlled epoxy. More controlled, so then I can sand it a little easier and not have to sand so much. It's looking better. I think these cracks and some of these are way deeper than I have anticipated. I went ahead and tested the clear coat right here on the corner. You can kind of see the clear. So you can definitely see, like the camera shows up even better, like a slightly different coloration where that crack is in the epoxy. And they're way deeper than I thought. And I'm not going to sand that deep. But they do look 10 times better than they did before. So I like that it's looking better. It's definitely not going to be perfect. I would like just to buy a new hood, but none of them are available right now. Carbon fiber has gotten expensive because it's getting hard to find right now. So I'm just going to clear coat, wet sand, clear, wet, do a couple coats of clear, make it smooth, make it look good. Just to hold us over for the new person can either get a new hood or try to get it actually professionally done, or I don't know. Like I said, some of these, they're like way down to almost the fiber. I don't want to damage that. So it is definitely looking better than what was there, so I like that. Alright guys, next day with a temporary clear coat to see what it looks like. I don't like these sections still. I'm going to sand them down a bit more. This is turning out a little bit better. You can definitely see the difference in the epoxies with the clear coat on it. And you can kind of see how rough it is still, but that's still not like all the coats and wet sanded and buffed and polished. We're going to do a little more work right there. Then we're just going to call it, start doing the clear coat layers. Clear coat, wet sand, clear coat, wet sand. So I knew it would not be perfect. It is definitely looking better than it was, but it's not. It's just not what it should be. I knew that might happen, but it was worth a try. Learning some of this stuff. If you don't try it, you can't learn it. So we're just working on learning and figuring this out and testing some methods and seeing what does or doesn't work. But so far, some of the stuff has worked way better than expected, and some of the stuff hasn't worked. And that's the opportunity of trying. Okay, it's getting better. Second coat of clear coat after sanding. We'll let it all dry. You can kind of see where it's wet and dry. Some areas I hit again. It's looking better for sure. We're definitely gonna have to polish it out. We'll see how this dries out, get some more. But tomorrow is a Jamboree car show thing, so I want to put it back on. Another side note, Procharger came through, sent me that new pulley that was giving us issues. And hopefully these bearings are good. So I need to put that on tonight.